Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's Geekonomics. We're back after a little brief week off for this guy's birthday. So we're back. We're here. D23 was this past weekend. We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about other stuff. I didn't watch Game of Thrones this week yet, so we have nothing to talk about on that. But we can talk about the previous week and what we think of the. Did you watch it yet, Brian?
Game of Thrones? No, I'm waiting for the wife to be ready to dive in.
Okay.
We're probably going to wait until the show's coming to a close. We can kind of watch it every day.
Yeah, I just blew through Cobra Kai season 5. I'll talk to you about that.
That came out already?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It came out this past week.
Oh my God. I keep seeing commercials for it and I thought it was coming out.
No, yeah, it's out.
Wow. That was
great. Yeah.
Speaking of Netflix though.
All that and more.
Well, let's go into this. 2 weeks from now, no joke. Let me double check my calendar. In 2 weeks, we have our next show, Mark. 2 weeks from the 8th, we have Andrew, his toy and comic convention in Manchester, Connecticut. The flyer is all over Facebook. It's on our Facebook page. In the show notes, you'll see all the information. Also, at the end of October, Halloween weekend, we have East of the River comes back to Enfield.
Even before all of that, on the 25th, we have another CliffsCon in Plainville.
Yes.
And I am putting at the end of the show now flyers for each of those events. So stay tuned for all that information.
I love it.
At the end of the show, so you don't have to worry about anything. And Brian, of course, will put them in the description.
Yes.
The show as well. So all that is coming up. It gets busy. Busy. And then
I'm excited. I got 2
November is a rumored of a hotel show for Cliff. Brian might start showing up at Cliff shows. We'll see what's going on.
We'll see. Maybe not. Might be tough for me this month, but in the future I would like to. So that's our housekeeping. We have to get that out of the way.
Yeah, get out of the way. That covers all the sponsors and all that. Makes everyone happy.
Yes, yeah.
Gets Brian all his freebies.
Yes, gets me and you, both of us. Our payola
gets me my free lunches every time. I'm the Matt Ryan of the comic show world now.
Yeah. Hey, we got to get paid somehow, right? We don't make real money.
No, I get paid in food. That's fine. I don't mind.
We get paid in stuff other than money.
Yeah. In kind marketing is what I am all about.
Yeah.
So as I always say before at the beginning of the show, Brian, how are things with you?
Things are okay. Things are decent. I'm trying to think. Okay, I'll make it brief. I've started volume 2 of Sandman. I absolutely love this graphic novel. I can't believe I slept on it. I can watch the first season now because the first season just covers that first volume.
Yeah.
I am cautiously optimistic. I mean, majority of everything's been really positive, so I'm excited to watch it.
Except for Rocky. Everyone else has been extremely positive on it, except for Rocky. But that's everything.
That's everything.
Everyone's extremely positive about most things, except for Rocky.
Yeah. So I do want to watch that show. I tried to watch Ring of Power. I fell asleep numerous times. I ended up watching both episodes because they just automatically played. I fell asleep.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these characters. I have no attachment to anybody.
No one does. They're all new characters.
Yeah, but
This takes place thousands of years before.
No, but the vanilla girl, the vanilla white girl, the vanilla white guy, those two characters are in the original Lord of the Rings. They're younger in this. That's them. They're from, and I don't know who they are. So like I'm watching.
The girl is Kate Winslet's character from the first movie.
Kate Winslet. I don't think she was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, she was. She was like the girl in the woods, the elf in the woods that like had the woods. It was like all the soldiers and everything.
I don't remember a lick.
It was the first movie, if I remember correctly. And then the guy is Hugo Weaving's character, if I'm correct.
You are correct on that.
Yeah.
But Kate Winslet, you're wrong. Because I saw the
might not be Kate Winslet, it's the other Kate.
Kate Winslet, I don't think was in Lord of the Rings. But
I'm gonna check this.
She is based on a character that was in the original trilogy. Now, I have no judgment on this show because
you're not into this stuff.
But I want to watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you should watch Lord of the Rings before you watch anything.
Yes, I think I should, because that first episode was boring. It was the most
It was definitely a setup show. It wasn't
It was the most breathtakingly boringest episode I've ever seen of television in my life. It was so a feast for the eyes.
It is visually
out of my skull. I didn't know what I like. And then the second episode was slightly better. But they were still introducing more characters. I'm like, how many characters do we need? I don't know what's going on here. It was almost overwhelming. So I'm not going to go back into this show at all. Like,
I think if you were to watch the original trilogy.
Yes, I probably appreciate the show more.
And then you went back and watched this, then you'd be more attached to it.
I totally.
Kate Blanchett. That's something.
There you
go. It was a Kate. I can't remember which one.
Mark.
Kate Blanchett played Galadriel.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm just saying, that's what I need to do.
See, that now makes it, that just me remembering or getting that knowledge now, which I didn't connect the two. Now that I have that, it makes this show more interesting for me because I might have that connection to the original one.
Yeah,
it's like a Star Wars show. If they like had a character like was a side character, but you know that character, like if they did a Bosk show, which wouldn't be a bad idea, actually, Disney, if you're thinking of things. A Bosk, a hunter show would be pretty cool. But that's like a side character you don't really have like a lot of information on, and then they went back and did a show about it. That'd be, like the Andor show.
Right, totally. So I need to watch Lord of the Rings so I can watch this show. But
I just know you, and you're never going to watch these, so it doesn't really matter. It's fine. You're never going to get through Lord of the Rings.
I do want to.
But you're never going to.
I want to, though.
But you're never going to. It's like this ongoing thing. You've been saying this for years now.
I own them.
You watch them. I know you own the whole thing.
I own the and they're on streaming. I mean, they're on HBO Max. They're on Amazon. I have no excuse. So,
yeah.
Anyway, like I said, I'm not criticizing the show other than my own experience of being uneducated about anything. So I just don't. Yeah, it's not my thing right now. Right now, I'll say. And then other than that, really, I have nothing else to report. We're going to see Clerks 3 this Thursday.
Yes.
We'll give our review next week.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. And yeah, that's pretty much it on my front. How are you doing, Mark?
I'm doing good. Doing the meet the candidates this week here at the studio. So
fun.
Statewide candidates this year. So it's a little bit more interesting. So having them come into the studio, which is nice, having more different people come in. Got some studio stuff going on, so that's good.
Yeah, that's great.
Trying to, get back on the old horse, as they say. So
yeah,
pretty good. Like I was telling you before we started, and then at the beginning, I just mentioned that I watched the season 5 of Cobra Kai.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, Well, it's only
Oh.
10 episodes, and they're like half an hour each, so you can blast through them pretty quick.
Yeah.
But this was the Johnny Silver season.
Ooh,
You remember Johnny Silver from Karate Kid 3?
no.
He was the guy with the ponytail. You
I
remember that
think
one?
3
Yeah,
I've seen once, so I don't know.
The hired gun karate, the bad boy of karate, Mike Barnes.
He's the
He
best.
shows up. He shows up in this as well. And Hilary Swank made an appearance.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was she in
Or not
Karate?
Hilary Swank. The girl from Karate Kid 3. That was his girlfriend. Hilary Swank's supposed to show up next season, I think. That's their plan. I'm not sure. But anyway, the girl that played LaRusso's girlfriend in Karate Kid 3 plays the cousin of LaRusso's wife. And that's how he met his wife and all that. So. But no, it's good, clean fun, the Cobra Kai. It's, turn off your brain television, which is nice.
Yeah. People seem to like it. I've never watched it.
You might enjoy it. It's goofy drama. Like it's very, like I kind of equate it to like Degrassi, but with like karate.
Right.
It's basically what it is. Degrassi the Next Generation with karate.
Karate, the next generation.
Yes.
I mean,
And Chosen's in this episode this season, which is awesome.
Who?
From Karate Kid 2, the bad guy.
See, I don't know any of these characters.
You remember Karate Kid 2? The nephew of Sato? Come on, Brian. Keep up your 80s movie knowledge.
Karate Kid 1, I think I've seen a couple times, and that was about it.
What is wrong with you?
I wasn't a big Karate Kid person.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
End our friendship right now? What's happening?
I love Ghostbusters and Gremlins.
So did I, but still, the
Karate Kid wasn't my. I mean, I watched the first one numerous times.
The issue is you weren't bullied enough as a kid, so you didn't get the Karate Kid.
Well, I don't think it has anything to do with it.
Oh, it does. If you were bullied when you were younger, you were into Karate Kid because you like wanted to fight back and beat your bullies. But I just never had the motivation to learn karate to fight them with.
So you watch the Karate Kid.
I watch Karate Kid, and I get it out like that way,
Right, gotcha.
I'm not gonna stick the leg on anybody. I don't want to like get like, I don't have the
Tenacity.
time. I didn't have the tenacity to learn karate.
You don't want to pull a hamstring,
Yeah, exactly.
a groin muscle.
Yeah. I don't want to like have to like learn something.
Yes.
I don't have that patience. That's what it is. I don't have the patience to go through all the stuff to learn karate.
It's weird because I remember the first Karate Kid movie coming out, watching it on VHS, renting it numerous times, watching it on TV. But I think I saw Karate Kid 2, but then after that, I just didn't care about that.
Karate Kid 2 is where they went to Okinawa.
Yeah, I remember that a little bit.
Yeah. And they had like the guy that they fought in the castle. Had the great song. I'm the man who'll fight for your honor.
I think I just kind of fell out of that series. It just wasn't, I don't know, just wasn't for me, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know.
Lord of the Rings.
Huh?
Like Lord of the Rings, just not for you.
Just not for me. I mean, I love the first movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a good one.
I mean, if you didn't, then that'd be a whole thing. That's
Yeah.
like one of those movies that you had to have watched when you were like growing up in our demographic. If you didn't
Yes.
watch that, it's like you're not like you shouldn't exist. It's like, how do you not know Karate Kid?
Yeah, I mean, we all
Like people our age who don't like know about Back to the Future or Ghostbusters or any of that stuff. Like how did you not? Like what were you into that you didn't
they
see
didn't
these things?
they didn't own a TV, I guess.
I guess. Hippies? Are they growing pot in the backyard? What the hell?
So there's a rumor that, and I don't know if it could be confirmed yet, but Netflix, the whole ad thing is going to be happening soon.
Yes.
But there's also talks that they might move to a week-to-week model because they know that this whole dumping everything at once is not sustainable for subscribers. So there's a rumor that some shows might become week-to-week on Netflix.
What are you watching on Netflix?
No, I know, but Netflix has a lot of popular shows like Sandman and stuff. The thing is,
That's if they bring it back.
other streaming services are doing week to week. So you're maintaining or getting more subscribers throughout that series because people hear word of mouth.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, I think Netflix now, they drop it on a weekend. The conversation's over by Monday, but we're all still talking about.
Well, like Cobra Kai just said it dropped and you didn't know, you had no idea. Not that you're a fan of it, but even still, that's, if I didn't see another person mention on Facebook that it was on there, I would have been like, oh, I didn't even know it was out yet.
So I think because their subscriber base has been stagnant, while others are growing, they have to have a piece of that conversation every week. Like people are talking about Power of the Ring, Game of Thrones,
or Rings of Power,
whatever it's called, Rings of Power. But they're talking whatever. They're talking about these shows week to week.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Netflix is out of the conversation. Like Sandman dropped. Everybody talked about it for like 2 days.
Yeah.
By the next weekend, I didn't hear people about it at all.
Yeah.
It is now the highest rated streaming show. It just beat Stranger Things.
Yeah.
This past week.
It is a tough, like, I have to, like, it's like, I'm assuming like an addiction. It's a tough thing to break because it's like, I'll admit, I get annoyed weekly now when I watch shows. I'm like, oh, can I just like watch the rest of them and get this over with so I can watch this whole thing? Like having to sit and wait.
But
if you got so spoiled with it for so long that like the fact that companies like places now going back to, oh, we're gonna do it weekly again. It's like, well, we know you could just drop it all at once.
But they want. See, the thing is,
oh, I know why, but it's like as a fan, it's like I just want all of it. I don't want to wait around.
I think when Netflix was by itself, they dominated the conversation.
Oh yeah, you had no other choice but to
you could drop Daredevil, and we were all talking about Daredevil for weeks. But now, when you drop one show that's supposed to be very popular, on Wednesday, She-Hulk drops. On Thursday, Game of whatever drops, and then like that conversation's done, and Sandman's done in one weekend. But we're all talking about the same shows week in and week out. Netflix doesn't have that. So the rumor is they might make select shows week to week. Now you could just wait for the whole show to drop after the weeks and just watch it. That's fine.
Yeah, but then you're out of the loop. It's annoying.
Not really, because the conversation will be week to week again.
And not as much.
So anyway, that is a rumor. I could see why they're doing it because their subscription base has been stagnant. They're not getting new subscribers. Whereas Disney's is growing, HBO's is all these other platforms are growing because
they actually have content that's interesting.
I guess that's neither here or there. I think content
like Apple TV Plus, like I don't have any reason to have that anymore. I let it go because I have no reason to watch anything. And like C's on there now, but it's like I don't feel like getting a whole service just for one show.
Well, I mean, I have Apple TV and I'm waiting for the new season of Mythic Quest, which
me too, but I'm saying like I'll wait till like a bunch of shows are out and get it and watch everything I want to watch.
But even Apple TV is growing.
Like that's a thing like I think is going to start happening. Like you were doing with Disney Plus. I think that's going to be the new wave. It's like I'll watch when this show comes out. I want to see. I'll get that service and then I'll turn it off. And then
you can do that. But
now
because of this podcast, I can't turn off Disney Plus anymore because they literally
now they have everything. But at the beginning when they were just doing it like so.
Right. One show ends, the next show starts. Apple TV, I resubscribed to watch Severance, which I've heard wonderful things about, and I still haven't watched it. But Mythic Quest is coming, and then so I'm like, I still have it. I'm gonna watch some shows on that eventually. I know the last season of Ted Lasso, which will be hitting next year.
Yeah, sometime.
So anyway. Yeah, they know that the week to week is the more sustainable way.
Speaking of soccer and Ted Lasso, you know a show I think you might want to check out that you might get into. Welcome to Wrexham.
I saw the trailer. I had Ryan
Ryan
Reynolds.
Reynolds, McElhaney documentary about the soccer team they bought.
Is it good?
It's very good. It's very interesting.
Huh.
They do a good job with it. It's all
on
about the whole
FX.
thing.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the whole thing about them buying the team and getting the team and like how that all like works and all the background stuff and everything.
Yeah.
It's a nice entryway. Like if you're even if you're not a soccer fan, it's a cool thing to see, like the inner workings of how a sports team works and all the stuff that goes into putting a team on the field.
And it's got Ryan Reynolds, so
And it's got Reynolds and Rob McElhaney, so you can't go wrong with that.
yeah, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hop into the news.
Okay. What have you been watching? Anything?
That's really, I mean, me and Allison watching Password, which we love.
Oh my god.
Kiki Palmer is an awesome host. She's really good.
I find her.
The finale, the final 2 episodes are this week.
Oh, darn. I missed it.
We love that show. And we're really excited.
I think I've gotten burned out on Jimmy Fallon.
I don't really watch him that much. So he's on Passport. He's really good. He's really good.
I mean, just even the Tonight Show. I tried. It's like I think I just got burned out on him.
I'm burnt out on all late night shows. I don't watch any late night show. I mean, Conan O'Brien to me is the end all be all. He is my.
But even he got kind of like, I don't know.
I listen to a podcast that's it.
Overly annoying a little.
But I don't watch any late night show.
Like I don't know. I think I just got like I think I hit an age where it's just like I don't the butt kissing part of it just turns me off.
Yeah, our tastes change.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, Jimmy Fallon was never a great interviewer.
No, he's not. He's just you're great. You're fantastic. I love everything you do.
I mean, I like.
How many times can you ask the same person?
I think his late night show was my favorite.
Better. Yes.
Was way better.
Yeah.
I mean, I think what he does for the Tonight Show is exactly what you need.
Yeah.
You want something that everybody will enjoy.
Yeah.
But, it's just not for me, right? I mean, I'll have it on once in a great while, but it's nothing I like, oh God, I have to watch.
And like Colbert's like too political.
He's always been political.
But like if it's like when he was on Comedy Central.
It was all political.
But it was him mocking the other side kind of thing.
Yes.
It was funny. Now it's just him just lambasting everything.
That's the way it's always been. Yeah.
I come to it's like I want to watch your show to not like live in the world I'm living in.
Well, I hate to break it to you. Colbert is not the person you watch.
No, I know, but it's like that's his saying. It's just because I've seen some clips. Like I watched some interviews he does, and he's good interviewing. But
he's good.
It's just, I don't know.
I think for me,
Kimmel's kind of just annoying.
I love Kimmel. I think Kimmel is probably my favorite out of all of them.
I don't know.
On right now. And then, but I don't watch any late night shows. What? I was looking at my phone.
That's the 3 of them. I think. Are there any other shows at this point? James Gordon, I don't watch. Like I don't. After Craig Ferguson, after not him, but after Craig Ferguson left. I had no.
Craig Ferguson was the best.
He was the best.
Oh, I loved him.
Yeah,
I know. He was amazing.
Yeah,
I miss him dearly. I think he had that show, the robot and everything.
Oh, it was great.
Oh my, he was nuts. He was like Robin Williams on.
He was like a high-end public access show.
When he had Robin Williams on, those were some of the best shows.
Oh my gosh.
They're both crazy.
You just like your sides hurt. You just like bring your own ace bandage to wrap around yourself because your sides are going to be in pain afterwards.
Yeah, I'll go back and watch all YouTube clips of his.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, I don't know how we got into this tangent.
Because you mentioned Password and Jimmy Fallon's on it.
Okay. Well, anyway, so the Emmys were on last night. I actually did watch them. They were actually Kenan Thompson did a great job hosting. It was actually
why are they on a Monday? Of all days.
They've always been on Mondays or
really?
Mondays, Sundays, or Tuesdays. It just depends.
Sundays is one thing, but a Monday is just like who's watching a award show on a Monday?
Who watches award shows anymore? I watch just because.
Because you're an old man.
I am. Real quick, I'm gonna go.
How many of the Emmys are on? Come watch. Keaton's making jokes.
The comedy series went to Ted Lasso. Lead actor went to Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso, and I really think Bill Hader was robbed. He should have got that. Lead actress in a comedy series went to Jean Smart for Hacks.
Yeah, surprise.
She's pretty good. Jean Smart's really good. So
yeah.
Supporting actor went to Brett Goldstein for Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Supporting actress Shirley Raphael, Abbott Elementary, which I don't even know what that is.
It's a good show. It's on ABC. It's like an Office, but it's set in elementary school. You would like it.
All right.
You would like it. Since you work in a school, you'll get a lot of the jokes. That's what I hear from all my teacher friends.
Okay. One of my favorite shows, one drama series, Succession. I was very excited for that. Lee Jong-jae won for Squid Game for lead actor.
Squid Game won a lot, I guess.
Yeah. Euphoria, Zendaya went for lead actress. Supporting actor went to Matthew McField for Succession. He's really good. Supporting actress went to Julia Gardner for Ozark. I want to watch that show.
A Netflix show that you never even know existed.
Limited or anthology series went to White Lotus. Won a lot last night. Michael Keaton won for Dope Stick for lead actor. Amanda Seyfried won for Dropout for lead actress.
That's a good. Do you see that on Hulu? That was good.
I gotta watch that. Yeah,
that was really good. You and Elsa would enjoy that. All the medical stuff.
Yeah. It looks interesting. Supporting actor Murray Bartlett for The White Lotus. Supporting actress Jennifer Coolidge, The White Lotus. White Lotus was.
I guess they won a lot, huh?
Yeah. Lizzo got for competition program. Saturday Night Live won for variety sketch series. John Oliver won for talk show, which was awesome.
Yeah, that's good.
Abbott Elementary won for writing for comedy series. Ted Lasso won for directing of a comedy series. Succession got writing for a drama series.
Are there any of the shows on the air right now, or is it just those 4 or 5 shows?
Well,
it seems like you've only named like 6 shows that won anything.
Yeah, Squid Game won for directing for a drama series. White Lotus won for writing for a limited anthology movie, and director for a limited anthology series went for White Lotus. White Lotus cleaned up.
Wow.
But still, I was excited to see Succession win some stuff. Ted Lasso, in my opinion, I think Barry was totally robbed because this last season of Barry was phenomenal.
Well, because it's the last season coming up for Ted Lasso, so they're gonna give him awards now.
Yeah,
like they did with Schitt's Creek. Schitt's Creek won after they announced they were not doing anymore.
Yeah, they won for that last season.
Yeah, but they got
Ted Lasso has still one more season to go.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a achievement award. Like, good job, your show was good, but we just, when Barry says they're gonna
Barry was
like, well, we know this last season of Ted Lasso is really good, so we'll give them awards now. And then Barry is always good, so let's get Barry next year.
I don't know. I mean, a couple weeks ago, you were saying how I dropped out of a show after 2 episodes. It was Ted Lasso. I was thinking about that. I'm like, what show did I? And it was Ted Lasso. I watched 2 episodes. I'm like, this show's not for me.
See, now it wins Emmys. So you're a terrible judge of how good shows are.
Well, Ted Lasso has won before.
I know.
Jason Sudeikis won for the first season.
I know.
And I think he might have even won for this the second season.
That's what just happened.
I don't know. But I don't think the show is that great. I think Barry's 100% better. But that's just my opinion. Anyway.
You're more into improv than you are into soccer. That's why.
I didn't laugh once. I watched the 2 episodes.
I'm talking about the background stories of the shows, not the.
Oh, I don't know.
Because in Barry, does he do improv classes or something with Henry Winkler?
He joins an improv acting class, but he's a hitman, and he's going through PTSD.
Yeah, so there you go. So I'm saying you're more into improv than you are into soccer. So.
I know. I think I'm more into drama than a comedy that I don't laugh at.
I think it's kind of a dramedy, Ted Lasso, really.
Yeah, I mean, I watched the 2 episodes and I'm like, don't, I didn't find anything funny, and I really wasn't entertained. So I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
did. They kind of leaned too much into the fish out of water stuff at the very beginning of it, but they got better.
I'm sure it's a great show, just not for
Yeah,
me. I mean, on paper, Bill Lawrence, love
yeah.
everything he's done. Jason Sudeikis, love what he's done. I
You know
should,
what it is? It's the show's still airing. That's why
you
you
should
don't.
love that show.
Because it's still airing. That's why you're not into it. When it stops airing, you'll magically find it and be like, you know, that Ted Lasso is really good. I'm
Mark,
like, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Mark, I hate to tell you something. So that has happened to me recently. My parents constantly, have you watched the Goldbergs? Have you watched the Goldbergs? No, mom, I haven't watched it. I love the Goldbergs now. I find myself watching that show every morning when I wake up at 5 a.m. I love that show. And I didn't really give it 2 glances.
Yeah.
Also, I even go back on my words. When Brooklyn Nine-Nine was airing, I tried to watch an episode 2 and I just thought it was horrible. I'm like, this is not funny. I can't stand that stupid noise they make when they do cutaways. I find myself watching it sometimes on Comedy Central now.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm getting used to it, I
Yeah.
still hate that noise,
Yeah.
but I'm getting used to the characters and I kind of enjoy it.
See?
But it's taken me a little bit.
Yeah. That's why I want to punch you in the face most of the time.
What? People can change their opinions about things.
You do it all the time.
We all do it.
You're the biggest flip flopper of any flip floppers. You should just walk around in flip flops. That's how much you flip flop.
Oh my God. I'm not a politician, Mark. Tastes can change.
You want to buy any for Christmas? Flip flops. So that
You
way
just said
high-end branded flip flops.
we were both big Jimmy Fallon fans, and we both kind of fell out of love with his show.
I don't think it's so much it's Jimmy Fallon. I think it's just the way whoever his writers are now are not as good as they used to be.
Well, still, tastes change. Change. That's all.
You know what I think it is too? Oversaturation.
Well, I mean,
Jimmy Fallon especially, because now he has like 3 shows in NBC.
but do you watch them all?
No, but I have to like see him like online and social media things and stuff.
I guess I don't pay attention. I mean,
Too much.
oversaturation, too much of anything is bad.
Too
Like
much Jimmy Fallon. You have him every night. Then he did that music show. He had lip sync battle, and then he had the other one that he just did. And now he's doing Password. It's like
I love Password though. I mean, for me, it's the MCU shows. Kind of over it right now. I just want to see the movies. I'm in this kind of like I'm watching She-Hulk, but I'm not looking forward to it every week. I'm just kind of watching out of habit. It's just good.
yeah, it's not the
good.
best. It's not speaking of things that are going on.
Yeah, She-Hulk. It's just a good show. It's not
great.
It's not great. It's not bad. I'm not
attached to it.
Yeah.
Like if nothing were to happen to She-Hulk, I'd be like, okay.
I watched episode 3.
Who's the villain? Where are we going?
Where are we going? I didn't even watch last.
What's the story? Like we're done with the Blonsky thing already? I thought that was supposed to be the whole season.
Right. That got wrapped up in 1 episode.
So is that like just a blurb thing now? And is the girl from Good Place the real big bad?
She showed up once.
But now she showed up in the end of this last episode.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
They mentioned her again at the end of this last episode.
I mean, Daredevil's supposed to be showing up.
Yeah.
In an episode.
Yeah.
But I
find and then like I think they're also leaning too much into the fourth wall breaking.
But that's what She-Hulk's always
not
done.
Natural, like not as natural as it could be, I think. It seems forced sometimes.
I have nothing against I think the acting is great.
It is. It's just I think there's just certain things of it that's just off.
Yeah.
Like with the Deadpool stuff, the fourth wall breaking.
It didn't happen often.
Seems natural. Like there's more of a natural place for it.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, it's like it seems forced sometimes. Like they're forcing the fourth wall break. Like
interesting.
It's like there's something happens. Like she feels like she has to over explain it. And it's like, I don't need you to over explain that. I understand what's going on.
You know what? You know what? I kind of see what you're saying. The third episode, when they wrap things up at the end, they tie all the storylines together.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Oh, it's the third act. Look at how we brought everything together."
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Or at the beginning of the episode, I think it was this last episode where she's in the car and she's like talking about the guests, like the cameo things. It's like, this is going to be every week. And then this week, Wong appears again. She's like, oh, I know. I said we're going to do this, but here he is again. It's like,
I mean,
you don't need to like point out the obvious.
Right.
That makes it even more annoying that you're having a different person in this every episode.
I do like the cameos. I do like that we're getting a world building. That's something that's been missing, I think, from the other shows, is seeing other characters interact with each other. I really enjoy that. I mean, I give She-Hulk an A because they're giving us a world that I missed.
Yeah.
But I mean, after the show ends, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see what happens next because I don't even know where we're going. It just seems kind of
and like there's actual like story elements inside the credits that like makes no sense. It's like, I'm not going to sit through the credits to watch drawn images that you could have just put into the show that would have just solved that problem.
Well, they always do stuff like they always add stuff. They always do like stuff like that at the end.
But it's just like, I don't know. It's my least favorite of all of them. Yeah,
I mean, I agree. I just want Wakanda forever. That's all I want.
Oh, I was looking forward to it. Now, not so much.
Well, maybe we got a while. I get it. We get it. I get it.
Like, I don't really want to sit through a funeral service for 2.5 hours.
Well, it's not going to be all that. There's a lot of other things.
No, I know, but I'm just like, ugh.
So speaking of MCU,
I bring a Costco-sized case of tissues. So you can feel that already.
So Daredevil Born Again won't be a continuation of the Netflix series. Basically, I didn't watch season 3, but I know season 3 tied things up nicely from what I read.
Yeah.
This is going to be a brand new thing.
Yes.
Born Again is the title of the Frank Miller series, but Netflix did that already.
Yes.
So they're just using the title. They're not going to rehash stuff they've already done.
Correct. I mean, it's still going to be like a continuation of the character.
Right.
The backstory is already there. You don't need to go back through it again.
Correct.
It's just going to be a continuation of his story.
Yeah. And we're getting 18 episodes, which is still crazy.
Yes.
So we'll see where it goes. I'm excited. I will have to watch season.
I just think it's like there's no way in my mind that they can do 18 episodes without us getting other Netflix characters appearing.
I think they have things up their sleeves.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do. I feel like this is the show that's going to break the internet.
Because if there's anything that could do to make things better, it'd be Marvel fixing Iron Fist.
Good.
And then using Born Again as a way to launch Heroes for Hire.
Very true. Yeah.
Because if you could have Iron Fist and Luke Cage and Jessica Jones together in a Heroes for Hire scenario, that'd be
right.
It's a show just ready to write itself at this point.
18 episodes is a lot, and I agree with you, Mark. They could bring in some cameos that could really that would be like holy shit moments.
Yeah.
Shit. Like Jessica Jones shows up, holy shit.
Yeah.
Luke Cage shows up, holy shit moment. Like I feel like
Iron Fist, Punisher.
These elements, this could be the big one for them. A big win. So we'll wait and see.
Like the Avengers, but of the MCU TV universe.
Right, totally. I totally agree. And speaking of more MCU stuff, at D23, we got the trailer for Secret Invasion, which that's a show I'm looking forward to.
Yes. It's gonna be interesting to see how they translate this because the comic itself.
Yes, Secret Wars.
No, Secret Invasion itself. Secret Wars is separate. Secret Invasion was the Skrulls. Secret Wars is a whole different.
That's with the well, yeah, okay.
Yeah. But Secret Invasion had a lot of characters in it. And a lot of the characters that were in it aren't around anymore in the MCU.
But you know how they'll change things.
It seems like it's gonna be more of a grounded version of Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Honestly, it's so nice to see some of these older characters. It's so great to see Nick Cage.
Yes.
Nick Fury back.
Nick Fury, yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting all my names.
Get all your Furies and Cages and Nicks all mixed up.
All right. Loki season 2.
Yes. I knew that was coming.
Very excited to see that. We're going to be seeing a interesting version of what's his name?
Kang.
Kang. Kang is going to be the big bad in the new Ant-Man film, which they put out. I guess the people in the theater got to see the trailer for Ant-Man and extended scene, which we have not seen yet.
Yes.
And Kang, from what I read, there's a scene where Kang's talking to Ant-Man and he says, "I need you to help me steal something." And Ant-Man says, "I don't think I can help you." And then he just pins him to the wall, choking him. And I guess like it is Kang from the comics.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do?
We're in the multiverse now, so anything can happen.
Well, interestingly enough, his daughter is playing around with something.
Yeah.
And she's communicating with someone in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know it.
Yeah.
And then she tells Scott Lang about it, and he's just like, "What?" And then like I guess an explosion happens and they're just in. So yeah, the quantum realm.
Yeah.
So things are going to get bonkers with this.
Yeah, and that's where Doctor Strange was heading. So
yeah. Also, I'm looking forward to this, Mark. I hope you are too. The Thunderbolts. We get the cast, and I love team ups. We get.
I was looking forward to Thunderbolts.
Red Guardian.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Why what?
Why? Why of all the characters you could have chose from, do you put Red Guardian in the Thunderbolts?
Why? It's David Harbour.
I understand that, and he's great and all that, but I just don't like. What's the point of having him in it? The team up doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
On paper.
Let's go through the team up and let's discuss.
Okay.
We have Red Guardian. We have Ghost. We have U.S. Agent. We have Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Yulana Bolivia.
Black Widow, basically.
Black Widow's sister. And Bucky Barnes.
Yes.
It's interesting. I'm fine with everybody, but I ask myself, why is Taskmaster in there?
I'm fine with U.S. Agent and Black Widow.
Well, we knew they were going to be in it.
And that's about it.
Why is Bucky Barnes in there?
How do you get, like, what's the story going to be that would make Bucky Barnes team up with U.S. Agent after Falcon Winter Soldier?
You know what, though? I bet you anything Bucky Barnes is going to be the lead.
I understand that. But why, like, what would you, like, the story would have to be pretty interesting. It's going to have to become very interesting to figure out a way to get Bucky and U.S. Agent to team up together. After Falcon Winter Soldier, they were like, you didn't like. There was not going to happen.
I think that's where you get the tension. I think these people are not all.
And why Taskmaster? Like what? Like.
That's what I was thinking. Taskmaster,
And Ghost was like a side, like a villain in Ant-Man that no one remembers.
Well, she still exists. So
I understand that, but it's just like, and you have like Abomination floating around, and you're not going to use him as your Hulk.
Yeah, but we just saw what happened to him. He's going to be with his wives.
But in the end, like I said, in the end of the episode, in the thing, he leaves them. in the end credits.
He did?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like story points in the end credits.
I didn't see
There's a
that.
still of him in a bus, like driving away, waving goodbye to them, and they're all like crying that he's leaving in a bus.
Oh, I guess I missed that.
So that's what I'm saying. There's like things in the storylines that like you don't like in the end credits that you like need to have to get to other places.
Huh.
So it like it puts out the thing that he lied to about everything about him being reformed and everything, and he just like weasels his way out of jail, but he's able to control Abomination.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get that.
Yeah.
Either that or I forgot.
So then my thought to that is if the leader who is going to show up in Captain America, which they also announced at D23,
Yeah.
villain in the New World Order.
Yeah.
Does that lead you to think that Abomination's going to show up in that?
Do we need more Abomination at this point? I don't really care.
No, I know, but I mean the character part of Abomination. I don't need the Emil Blonsky part, but Abomination as a villain is way more interesting than the man.
It would be fun to see him pop up somewhere, but I don't really care about him as a character.
But I don't know about the whole.
I like. I mean, I like this lineup though.
Well, the Taskmaster and Black Widow was just terrible. That's not Taskmaster.
Well, that is a Taskmaster we were given.
I know, but I'm saying from the comic books, Taskmaster's like a mix of Deadpool and it's like all the sadisticness of Deadpool with the cunning of Deathstroke.
I agree, Mark, but this is what this is the version we got. And
So that's what I don't get. But
a lot of
he has the gold arm in this though. I saw that
yeah.
instead of the silver arm.
People were saying we're getting like 3 versions of Captain America, but I'm like,
Yeah.
well, they're not exactly. I mean, Captain America was a Boy Scout. None of these people are Boy Scouts. So
No, I mean, I'll admit, I think in MCU terms, we've severely downgraded Captain America.
he's not even around. He's dead.
No, Falcon's Captain America now.
Yeah, but the comics is dead too.
I know, but I'm saying just in the like now it's just a guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just they're
I can't judge until I liked his series, and until I see the movie, I can't really judge
yeah.
what they're gonna do with
I don't
it.
know.
I mean, a lot of these people are just guys. Iron Man was just a guy.
Yeah, but he had like a suit.
Yeah. And you know, Falcon has his wings.
I guess. We'll see.
Loki season 2 we talked about. Star Wars Andor got a new teaser, which we're gonna get
amazing.
3 episodes September 21st.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm not gonna watch the teaser, I'm just gonna watch the show.
They even released a 9-minute clip of the first episode.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Oh, speaking of Captain America New World Order, the leader is coming back.
I just said that.
Yeah, but he was in the original Hulk movie.
Yeah.
14 years ago, which
Eric
is
Bana.
awesome. Yeah, the 2008 Incredible Hulk, which is kind of
It's a John Woo version.
No, it's not the John Woo. John Woo
Not the
did
John Woo one, or is that the Edward Norton one?
Edward Norton's part of the MC. They're really
Mark
including.
Ruffalo is that Hulk. That's right.
Yes. John Woo one is totally different.
Which kind of like I can understand them saying this Hulk is the Edward Norton Hulk, but grabbing a villain from the Eric Bana Hulk movie.
This isn't the villain from the Eric Bana movie. This is the villain from
The Edward Norton
movie.
Oh, okay.
John Woo's version.
That's right, because he's the one that made Abomination.
Right. Abomination was actually from the Edward Norton movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
that makes more sense then.
So interesting enough, Harrison Ford showed up for Indiana Jones 5.
You haven't got to the best thing from Marvel yet.
What?
They announced
Werewolf?
Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
I'm excited.
It's going to be a one-off movie, a special.
Like a 1940s horror movie.
Yeah, I like this. It looks really interesting.
Have you watched the trailer for it?
A part of me, I've seen clips, and part of me wants to stay away. I just want to watch it and be.
You got to watch the trailer. It's epic.
I know. I want to be surprised though.
But it's worth it though, because it's a 1940s-esque kind of trailer.
Yeah.
And the way they shot it and everything, it's really good.
All right, I'll have to check out the trailer.
Yeah, it's worth it.
It
doesn't give you much of any like information about the story or anything. It just,
I saw the way it was cut and it was so interesting.
Yes. Yeah, it's all set in the 1940s. It's gonna be that kind of movie. It's gonna be great. Black and white.
Oh, yeah. Creepy. Oh, good.
Yeah. Very random property to make a thing out of.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're doing something weird.
Yeah.
Well,
because I think they're like leaning towards, like, the thing I've been hearing is it's like trying to find ways to take the load off of Blade. Like, if you just put Blade out, you have to. How did vampires get into the MCU? How did all the things that Blade fights get into the MCU?
Yeah.
Whereas if you do these kind of things, like the Werewolf by Night and other things like that, you can kind of like prep the runway, so to speak. Here's some things that are out in the MCU, so that when Blade's killing vampires, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, there's vampires in the MCU.
Totally, I get that. I'm not gonna jump into Indiana Jones. I want to jump into this. Marvel's Echo got its first teaser, and they gave us. I don't know if this was behind closed doors, but Kingpin didn't die. He got his eye. It happened in the comics.
Yes.
He loses one of his eyes.
Yes.
So they show him with a patch on.
Yeah.
So Wilson Fisk will be back in Echo.
Yes.
Which should be interesting. I'm excited for that.
Hoping they'll introduce Bullseye in that.
Who, I mean, was she a bad shot, or did someone hit the gun?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Was it Daredevil? Was it Bullseye? Was it who was the fact that made her not hit that clean shot?
Yes.
I don't know. So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right. I know we got to start wrapping this up.
Yes.
One last thing. Indiana Jones 5.
Yes.
Harrison Ford came out. He got emotional.
Yes.
We will see. I don't know. He said he's done after this. He
has to be. I mean, there's no way you can. You can, but I mean, I think it's kind of like.
I guess the trailer showed de-aging. They did de-aging Harrison Ford.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, they did flashbacks and stuff. I don't know. I will wait and see this trailer to see if I'm excited.
You got to turn it over to somebody. Someone's got to take over.
Just end the series.
You got to have a kid of some sort other than Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess
Shia LaBeouf gets older.
There's someone else in the movie that he's with. So
I thought Chris Pratt was rumored to be in it.
No, he's not in it. But we'll find out when the trailer comes out.
Yeah, maybe next year I'll probably get.
I bet you this Christmas we'll get the trailer.
When does it come out?
Next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was like, but when next year though?
I don't know. Late, maybe. Next June. So it's gonna be a summer blockbuster.
So it's gonna be so we'll probably get something.
Yeah. Chris Pratt shut down the rumors. He's not taking over. So
going by the cast that's online, Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Okay.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Okay.
Antonio Banderas. Boyd Holbrook. And Shia LaBeouf.
Is this on IMDb? If it's not on IMDb, I don't believe it. I don't think Shia LaBeouf is in this. He retired from acting. Unless he has a cameo or something.
I don't know. No, that was on Google. Here's the thing on IMDb.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford, Phoebe Waller-Bridge,
Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen, Thomas Kretschmann, Boyd Holbrook, Shantae Renee Wilson, Toby Jones, who is Nemo or Zemo from MCU fame, Antonio Banderas, John Rhys Davies is back as Salah from the original series, original ones.
And I think that's probably not going to release the whole cast yet until the trailer drops. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. I bet you we'll get the trailer this Christmas. There's no doubt in my mind we'll see it by Christmas time.
Yeah.
June, you got to start hyping it up in January, Especially since the movie's done and people are going to, want people to get hyped. It's going to be like Star Wars. They'll drop a teaser like holiday time. Then we'll get the full trailer by February or March, So, all right, Mark.
Boyd Holbrook's the guy who played the Corinthian in Sandman.
I haven't seen Sandman, so I don't know.
He plays the Nightmare.
Oh, he plays Nightmare.
Has the sunglasses, who has eyes, who has mouths for eyes.
Right, yeah.
That's the Corinthian. So he plays that, and he was unbelievably good in that.
Cool.
So I could see him playing the bad guy in Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah.
But I could also see him being the replacement for Indiana Jones.
I mean, I don't even want to see replacement. I just want to see Indiana Jones. That's it. I mean, I don't think we need to think about someone taking over, right?
I forgot to talk about this earlier. I watched Light and Magic on Disney Plus.
I could have watched
I suggest you need to watch. It is utterly amazing.
I know.
And it makes me want to go back and watch every Star Wars movie, even the prequels. For me, made the prequels make more sense when you watch Light and Magic. You get to see why George Lucas did what he did.
Oh, I watched all the behind the scenes of all three of those movies. And
this does even more to explain things. Like, this goes really deep into like everything. But because it's all like this special effects side of things, and it shows a lot more of why. And like, I didn't realize the amount of things George Lucas like had hands in that we didn't know he invented.
Oh, why? Yeah, everything.
Like Adobe Photoshop was made from one of the guys at ILM just on a boredom thing with his brother. Just invented Photoshop because they wanted to try to do something for Willow.
Dude, these guys.
I was like, what is going on?
Did you watch the our favorite movie thing on Netflix when they did Jurassic Park?
Yes.
And the two guys from
they do a whole thing about them on this too, and it's amazing.
Yeah, about making the dinosaur walk, and they purposely played it when Kathleen Kennedy was walking through the office. They talk about that.
Yeah, they talk about that in this too.
Because they were like, no, don't show her. So they're like, well, screw it. We're gonna have it playing and see what she says. And she was like, what? And I mean, these
and
guys.
It goes into like the whole thing and how like they transition from the model making and the stop motion stuff.
Yeah.
And how like that movie basically like tore that whole department apart basically and like took over everything. It's very interesting. It's very good.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
What was I talking about? Why did I talk about Light Magic? Indiana Jones. Oh, in that they talk about Indiana Jones because that was one of the first movies ILM did outside of Star Wars. So it was the George Lucas idea that he had where he wanted to make an American version of James Bond. And his original idea was Harrison was only going to do the first 3 movies, and then they were going to transition to somebody else. So
and they never did that.
They never did that because it just got so popular.
Yeah.
But I could see there that he's going to finally be like, switch it up, give it to someone else.
Maybe. I mean, the way what Disney's doing now we will probably have an Indiana Jones show in like 2 years.
I mean, the young Indiana Jones wasn't bad.
Yeah, I like the Chronicles. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening. You never
Yeah.
know. So, all right, we should wrap this
All
up.
right.
We'll be back next Monday. We'll be talking
That's
about
the plan.
Clerks 3,
Yes.
and anything else that might happen this week.
Yes.
So subscribe, and we'll see you.
Yes.
See you
As
next
always, be safe, be well, be kind.
And rewind.
Bye, everybody.